Hey, welcome to Graphic Policy Television, GPTV. I'm Brett, and my hands is Seven Swords, #1 from AfterShock Comics. Really interesting debut, and one I kind of dug. I liked it. And it's going to be surprising after what I admit on this. So Evan Daugherty is the writer, Riccardo Latina is the artist, Valentina Bianconi is the colorist, Dave Sharpe is the letterer, and then Charles Pritchett did the Backmatter design. So Seven Swords brings together some of the biggest swashbucklers in literature. It is a throwback swashbuckling story. It's something you actually don't see in comics too often, which kind of makes it cool and interesting, and for me, like, unique. Like, this is not a story that I think is regular, and that's not necessarily a bad thing at all. The story starts off with D'Artagnan on a mission and one of revenge, and he finds out his nemesis Richelieu is up to something. So here's the thing: is like I'm fairly familiar with the Three Musketeers. I've seen some films here and there. I've never read the books, and a lot of the characters named I just have never read. I know of reputations, but not specifics, and I think that's kind of partially what surprised me, how much I actually really enjoyed this issue, is, it hints at the various characters, and I think that maybe is the only negative about it, is that it introduces and jumps around about the various members who will come up with and join and be the Seven Swords, whatever you want to call it. But, if you know the characters, I have a feeling you get more of those parts, but it's very choppy. The transitions, I don't think, are all that great. And I might have done something a little bit different when it came to that. But overall, like, the package, I think, is really good. The setup is solid. It's just one of those, like, maybe the order I would have done a little bit differently. And, yeah, I mean, that's kind of the thing, is, like, I have a feeling if you know the characters more and have read their past material, you'd probably dig the issue, enjoy it even more than I did, and I enjoyed it. I think it's a solid setup, and I think the direction it goes and the various personalities should be really interesting. The art, I think, is really, really good. There is a minor issue of some of the characters just looking too similar, but that's about it. There's just a couple characters, a couple scenes where I'm not quite sure if it's the same person or not. Like, it just took me a little bit to figure it out. This is here examples, like, transition to one of the other characters, who, doesn't really give much detail on it, but it's cool. And we get really cool double-page spreads like this, and we're going to leave it at that. There's also some really neat Backmatter material that helps, introduce the characters, for those who might not know. Very RPG in the style, which I dig. I think maybe the only thing I would have added to this is a bit more of, like, the actual books that they're from, so people can maybe go and look them up if they wanted to, and read them. I think that would be about it. But beyond that, it's an entertaining swashbuckling comic. Like, it fits the era. It's got the style. It's got the swagger. It really kind of, I think, nails the enjoyable aspects of that sort of genre. So I like it. I think it's a really interesting debut. It's something I can't think that AfterShock is published a whole lot of, or I can't think of anything that really comes close to this. In general, comics tends to avoid this, so with maybe a couple exceptions in the past few years, this is not one you see too often. So if you like sword swinging, swashbuckling action, old school adventure, you might want to check this out. Out now in comic shops, you can get it. We got a link beneath this video. Put in your zip code to tell the shops near you. No shop, no problem. We have affiliate links. There are affiliate links. We get a small percentage by doing that. You help support our site. Speaking of support, I want to thank AfterShock for hooking us up with a review copy. We appreciate it, and thank you for watching. Now, if you are into AfterShock, if you're into comics in general, check us out every single day at graphicpolicy.com. We're on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Tumblr, all at Graphic Policy, keeping it nice and consistent. Until next time, keep reading those comics, and keep it geeky. Hey, thanks for watching the previous video from Graphic Policy Television. Just by watching, you help support our site. Thank you so much. Now, if you're watching these videos, you probably care about geeky things like movies, television, comic books, toys, games, video games, you name it. You can go and subscribe right now to our YouTube channel to stay in touch and catch all the new videos, or check out our website at graphicpolicy.com. There's a nice link on this end of the video. But as always, thank you for watching. Keep on rocking and keep it geeky.